Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Let's get straight into this topic here. So, as you guys know, the Lakers are falling apart quickly in a way that I haven't seen a team fall apart in a very long time, especially given how they were playing just about a week or so ago and to what is happening now. Just about a week or so, the Lakers were firmly the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. And not firmly, but they were the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. And people thought that, hey, this team is going to be doing very well and blah, 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 blah. Who can they beat? You saw people like Nick Wright doing the King of the Hill, all of this nonsense, right? And then we got the devastating news that Luka Doncic is going to be hurt and going to miss 3 to 6 weeks because of a hamstring strain grade 2 or something like that. Then less than 48 hours after that news came out, we got the other news that Austin Reeves was going to be missing all of the rest of the regular season, right? And it came like an absolute. I mean, the Lakers got hit like a Mack truck. It was just pretty bad. And then last night, going into that game, we heard that LeBron basically was just miraculously got injured and his foot is hurting him again, right? But going into that game, we all knew the Lakers were going to lose. This wasn't going to be news. The question was, how were they going to lose? So when I tuned in to start the game, who did I see starting the game? Bronny James himself. And I already knew it was going to be a disaster from tip-off. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what it was. The Lakers ended up getting beaten by 36 points. And Bronny, who finally got a start, again, I think he started before, but I think he got some. I think he played starters minutes. He played 22 minutes in the game, and he was bad, man. He finished the game 2-9, 0-5 from the 3-point line, and he shoots a lot of threes for someone that can't make them. And he scored 4 points with a box plus minus of -25, and things got so bad during the game that there were even moments when Redick was going at some of his players. And then even in the post-game interview, he even began to explain why he was having. He just went down the line of his roster and just started ripping each player to shreds. So what we want to do is we want to play some of what Redick had to say during the post-game interview, and then we'll come back and continue on. Take a listen to JJ here ripping into his team.
You know, I just called the early timeout because Rui didn't do his job, and so took him out of the game. We got to find 9 guys that are like all in on us fighting.
What led to the exchange between you and Jared Vanderbilt early on in the second quarter?
Just the confluence of things. Again, it's again, nothing personal with him. About normal stuff from my end. I think for all of us, being undermanned and we've got to scrap and claw. We've got to all be on the same page. We got to be great teammates. We got to all play hard. Called a timeout to get him out of the game, and he reacted. But again, normal interaction for me.
What was he not doing in his shift then?
What was he not doing?
Yeah, to take him out. Like what?
Again, it was a confluence of things, Dan.
JJ, you mentioned on Saturday, the practice before the Dallas game, that you're going to ask DeAndre to do some different things. What are those things, and how do you think he's?
Yeah, he's had trouble catching the ball. So we've ran a bunch of plays for him. He's just had trouble catching the ball, and I don't know if that's the passing or if it's him trying to get position. He hasn't been able to catch the ball.
So you heard what JJ Redick had to say. If this is what the Lakers are going to be to end the season, it's over. If you look at the Western Conference standings now, they're now the number 4th seed. They're tied with the same record for the 4th spot with the Houston Rockets at 50-29. But as you guys know, the Lakers have the season tiebreaker because they won most of the games that they played against Houston. But if you look at the Lakers' record now moving forward, they're going to be playing against the Warriors, who are desperate, and I think they're trying to make it into the play-in or ensure that they make it into the playoffs. They're the number 10 seed, so they're playing the Warriors next, and that's going to be a tough game, and Stephen Curry's back and doing Stephen Curry things. Then they're going to be playing against Phoenix, and Phoenix is already a playoff team, so to speak, but they're in the play-in, so they're not going to be wanting to give up any games as well. So Phoenix is going to play hard. And, of course, you have the Jazz, right? They're not playing for anything, and they're probably one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the Western Conference. No, they're the only other team worse than the Utah Jazz is, of course, the Sacramento Kings, right? So here's why I see this thing going. If you're telling me LeBron is going to miss the remaining of these games, the Lakers are going to lose all these games. I don't see any scenario in which they win. Now, in terms of Bronny, I think the more minutes Bronny plays and the more that he plays like this, the more he justifies those people that said he doesn't deserve to be a Laker. Mind you, LeBron, when he responded to the whole Memphis drama and all of that, he even brought up Bronny. He was like, yeah, and some people think that Bronny shouldn't be on the team. Well, at this point, it's not about what people think. It's really not. It's really about, does Bronny deserve to be there based on his play? It's not a thing for you to take offense to. You know, no one is saying this about any of the other players on the roster that they don't deserve to be there. Why are they saying it about this guy? That means that there's something out there that's showing that he may not be good enough. So these last few games is going to be a litmus test for him. I mean, that's just the fact. And eventually you got to throw him out there. I've seen players that various programs have developed, and you don't just do it by just leaving him in the G League. I give you a perfect example of this is someone that a team didn't give up on, and eventually he became a pretty good player. Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, they used to play for the Los Angeles Clippers. He was a piece that the Clippers for a long time refused to let go of, and they had to play him over and over and over again. And then he slowly became a very good role player. He even played some big playoff minutes a number of years ago against the Utah Jazz. So we got to see him play. And for maybe the LeBron fans in the comments, why are you picking on Bronny? Bro, he's on the roster, man. Stop. Why y'all putting a diaper on this dude? Y'all, everybody else is NBA players. When it comes to Bronny, y'all call him a kid. I don't get it. He's not a kid. He makes more money than you and I a year. So why are you guys referring to him as a kid? He's a grown-ass man playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you play poorly, I don't care who you are. You could be King Charles' son, King Charles III's son. I don't care. They're going to talk about you. Now, does the fact that he's LeBron's son make him an easy target? Yeah, but that's the same reason that a lot of guys are defending him, because he's LeBron's son. Right? But when you go out there and you're putting up numbers like that, I mean, if you looked at the game, you can clearly see that Bronny was the odd man out on the court. It was clear to see. He was the odd man out. He didn't really know. Now, in the G League, he looks very, very good. But that's the G League. That's why I was always like, these people, when they lose, Bronny lighting up the G League. I'm like, all right, great. Even last night, you saw various social media accounts posting that Bronny put up a dunk. I'm like, can we be serious here for a second? The Lakers got blown out and you guys are posting dunks. You guys are part of the problem. Y'all promoting someone that doesn't deserve the promotion. He's just basically being promoted off of the strength of his dad's name. And if I'm him, I'm like, yo, stop posting me, bro. Y'all making me look worse out here. Like, if it was me, I don't even want to be on the same team with my pops. That's just me, though. I don't even want to be on the same team with you, because people already looking at me funny style, like, yo, why is he in the league? Why is he here? So for me to be on the same team with you makes it look worse. Makes it look like, nah, I'm running behind. No, we're not doing none of that. Send me somewhere else. Let me go earn my own chops. Let me go out here and make a name for myself. That's just me. And a lot of people will feel that way. Like, nah, like, cool, you got me in the league. Let me just go find my way throughout the league. And if I don't make it, I don't make it. But I'm going to do that on my own steam. I don't need Pops to be hovering over me like Batman in the animated series. I don't need you to be doing that. But again, that's just me and some people. While other people, man, like, and then the part that kills me is that when you call them, what are you saying? Like, yo, knock it off. Do y'all need to go work at like a daycare or something? Knock it off. We're talking sports here. Granted, we're not fans of LeBron James, but still, it makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. So if Son plays bad, they're going to talk about it the same way y'all talk about everybody else. I'm confused. Y'all spent an entire year roasting Russell Westbrook, who's going to the Hall of Fame, dude that averaged triple doubles for multiple seasons, but then somebody that's actually not a good player, we can't call him out because who he's related to. If y'all don't get the hell up out of my face with that goofy, you know what, like, knock it off, man. Knock it off. Pull down your skirt or pull up your whatever, pull up your panties or whatever the hell it is, and get the hell out of my comment section with that, man. Like, if you play like ass, you're getting called out, regardless of who you are. That's been the standard. No one is exempt. And if you feel a kind of way about it, feel a kind of way about it. It is what it is. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave them in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.